Hello, good afternoon. I'm Eddie at Alfaman, and I just want to show you this problems with this Stelvio that we got in, a 2-litre petrol Stelvio that's been in the dealership for over 2 months. Costs the guy over £2,000, and still the bloody car doesn't work properly. So come closer and let me show you the engine. We've stripped the engine down to identify the fault. So the engine's running, ticking over nicely, and you can go brum, 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 working fine. Take it out for a test run, and as soon as you accelerate, the engine dies, misfires a number 4 cylinder, because we've put the computer in the car and we can see what's happening with the engine. Major misfire on number 4 cylinder. So what do? You take number 4 cylinder plug out, you take number 3 cylinder plug out. You can swap them around. At the same time, you can swap the coils around. Take the car out, it does the same thing. So it's not a coil, it's not a plug. It's not the compression, because the engine ticks over beautifully when it's stationary and there's no load on the engine and it's revving freely. So what is it? Is it a valve bent or broken or over revved so the spring is broken? No, because the engine revs beautifully. Is it a piston ring? Well, there's no smoke coming out the back. Can it be anything else? No. So it's either the injector fault or the Multiair fault. So what do? You take 2 injectors out, number 4 and number 3. You swap them around. You do the same test and it's still there. The fault is still there. So it's not the injectors. What it is, it's the Multiair. So the dealership who did this job charged the poor sucker who owns the car over £2,000 to put 4 new injectors in, not 1 or 2, 4 new injectors in, and charged them all this money. Made no difference. Now we're going to go inside and I'll show you the Multiair system. Right, here is the Multiair unit. Come closer. Now, what we've done, very carefully, we've stripped it out. And this is number 4, and that's number 3. So, when I took this part off, and here is the gasket for that part, I found some debris in here. So if you come closer, in here we had 3 parts of, sorry, I can't count, 4 parts of an O-ring broken up inside the Multiair. Now, I took the next part of the Multiair off that was still okay, number 3 cylinder, and that's the O-ring there. You can see they're identical O-rings, except that one is still working and this one isn't. So in conclusion to my very, very intense diagnostics, taking care over the customer's property, I found the problem with his car. I haven't said, oh well, it's the injectors. and thrown 4 injectors in with the labour for £2,000. How can anybody in their right mind or their right care do that? If you're not sure, if you think maybe it's the Multiair, maybe it's the injector, the nicest thing to do is to explain to your client, your customer, we don't know what it could be. It might be the Multiair, it might be an injector. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 injectors out, number 3 and 4. We're going to swap them around, reassemble the car, start it up again. And if the fault is still there, then we know it's the Multiair. That's using up a lot of labour. Okay, so you use up a lot of labour, not £1,700 worth of new Multiair. You haven't wasted any money on injectors because you know the injectors are good, because number 4 injector is now running number 3 cylinder and it's giving no problems. So why put 4 injectors in at £1,000 plus the VAT? Why do it? Do these dealers think money grows on trees, or do these dealers think that people can just afford whatever they say they should spend? So I've got some new O-rings coming. I shall assemble this unit up, I shall put it back in the car, and then that will be the next video in this series. Keep well.